G'day guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the defenders. Now, once again, I do have the phone structure, so I do apologise for that. It won't be too long until I get a computer. But anyway, with no further ado, we're going to get stuck straight into the video. So the first bloke I'm going to talk about is Jake Lloyd. And despite such a great year, I just think he's just way too expensive. And he shares a role with Dawson, we all know that. And, well, $591K, no one's going to pay up for that. I think, you're a brave man if you do decide to go with this pick. Keep in mind, at the end of the season, he played 4 games scoring around that average of 85. So his role was definitely affected by this. And, I think we should be steering right clear away from Lloyd. Too much risk with that, way too overpriced. Pick him up around round 5 when he drops a bunch of cash and, we just have to wait and see on his role with Dawson and whether he goes forward and Lloyd keeps his role and starts scoring regular points again. Bachar Houli, well, what a year he had. Came out of nowhere, really. And, I never would have picked him as the D2 of the whole season. For the amount of money he is, $570, I just think there's no chance whatsoever. He's way too old. I just don't see why you would pick him. I'm not sure if he has an injury history or anything like that. I think he's pretty durable, but for that price, you got to spend $600K around the midfield and your rucks. Don't muck around there. Try to get some value picks in defence as well. So if I was you, I'd forget Houli. Shannon Hurn, well, he didn't score over 105 after his soft tissue injury against the Dogs after being the D1 of the first half of the year. Dropped staggeringly to why he's still a pretty expensive option. That's all because of his first half of the year. If it was just his second half of the year, he'd probably be around 400K, so I'd forget Hurn right off. Way too overpriced for me and way too old. So, he burnt me seriously last year. I'm still salty about it. So, never again, Shannon Hurn. Get out of my face. Not going to pick him. Zach Williams, I reckon he's a good pick. He had a, if I could butcher that, he had a 3-round average of 140 at some point, but that's when he was playing mid-time, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure if he's able to keep his role in the midfield. I reckon he occasionally gets a run in there, and I still think he's going to score very high, but just bear that in mind. Plus, there's something about his Achilles injury that just worries me. I do like the pick, but maybe a little bit overpriced. I'm not really sure about it. Still kind of umming and ahhing in between picking him or not, but I don't think I will. I reckon there are other options that I'm definitely leaning towards. Here's a bloke that I like a little bit better, and that is Caleb Daniel. Now, he has a great role. I think he's a little bit overpriced still, just because I got him in for around $470 last year in the forward line. Became a really good pick until he went down with his hamstring injuries. I don't think he'll have any of that this year. I don't have a problem with why you shouldn't pick him. I don't think I will. I've already sort of locked in the bloke, so I'm going to roll with. But he's capable of scoring 40. I don't know where he pulls it from. He never gets tagged, plays a very safe role, and he kicks as long as he can. So there's a bit of meters gain about this as well. So nothing wrong with Caleb Daniel, but for me, probably an upgrade target just because of my structure. But don't really listen to me on this because this is all my take on it. I think he's a good pick overall. Tommy Stewart for $530K. Now, if you want my opinion with this pick, I just think he's maybe a little bit boring. I don't really see enough of him. I think he averaged 95 for a long time. We'll just have a quick look here to see what he's... Because I never had him at any point last year, so I'm not really sure about this pick. So, he's a pretty consistent scorer, regularly serviceable, doesn't score bad, but I just didn't think he was much fun having. You kind of knew what you were going to get from him, and I don't know if I want to pay up for him. There are so many options in defence, and I don't know why I don't like this pick that much. I think he's fine, but personally, I don't think I'm going to roll with him. Dane Rampy, I think he I think he was in the bloke that finished on top in Supercoach last year. I'm pretty sure he had him. I remember looking at that at some point, but yeah, he just came out of nowhere, didn't he, Rampy? He played really good. I don't know if he stole points from Lloyd or anything like that, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's a bit too expensive. I don't know if he's going to do it again. He hasn't notoriously played this well. He was relatively cheap at the start of last year, so I think he's a fine option. He's definitely proved himself, and his ceiling's gone really high since last year. But yeah, I am not convinced on him because for that spot, I've actually got Rory Laird. Now, I really like this pick. He is my D1 currently because he's definitely underpriced. And what I heard, Adelaide Crow's new coach plays a really attacking role, and Laird is all about that rebound 50s, half-back defender, running off his man, getting 40 touches, and regular hits and lace out. So I think he's going to have a really good year, Laird. Going for a little bit of a rebuild stage, the Crows, so I should start expecting them to play some really attacking footy and be a bit more brave and risky. And yeah, Laird fits that role really well. So I can't really see him moving from my side at this stage. So, all right, we'll just talk about the last few of this video. Apologies for this. Yeah, let's go. Rich, Newman, Ryan. I'll go Sicily as well. Pretty poor, this, isn't it? I haven't really thought this video out much at all. And Sicily. All right, we'll just do it like this. So I'm not really sure about Newman now, simply because Doherty coming back in the team, that is just going to make life a lot more difficult for him. I don't think he's going to score anywhere near as high as he did. He actually finished D1 last year, like the number one defender of the whole comp. I'm pretty sure. I wouldn't pick him at all. Stay away from him. It's a hard no. Yeah, we have no idea how Doherty, affects his role, and for that price, it's just so risky, and I'd be staying far away from him as possible. Daniel Rich. Now, I actually picked him up late last year. He was very serviceable, but I just think there are other options. He takes the kick outs and he kicks long and usually effective, but his role could change. I heard that Witherden is considering taking a few more kick outs now, so I would just probably not risk him. Maybe an upgrade target. I had him as an upgrade target last year and worked out very well, but I'm nowhere near as brave enough to start him. So yeah, that's that. Luke Ryan, well, I don't mind him. I really did like him. I rated him, but as soon as I picked him, he burnt me really, really hard. Made me cry a little bit. Yeah, not really keen on him. He's super injury prone, and we've got to consider Hayden Young sharing a role with him at some stage, who will play that half-back intercept marking role. Pick number 7, he's got such a high ceiling, and I rate him highly, as we all know. And yeah, when Ryan starts playing, I know for a fact that they're gonna share the ball around together. There's no reason you shouldn't pick Hayden Young, but definitely a reason why you shouldn't pick Ryan. So yeah, I'm kind of against this one. And the last pick of the bunch is James Sicily, and I really like this pick for the price. 509k, extremely safe. When he plays his role, I hope he plays this role. If fucking Clarko doesn't chuck him forward, we'll be happy, wouldn't we? But whenever he plays his role in defence, he always scores 110. Every time. He's one of the best, intercept key defenders, centre-half backs in the AFL, really. You could argue, and I have no idea why he gets thrown forward. I'd really appreciate it if he didn't play forward. He's not a forward player anymore. He hasn't played forward since 2016 and 17. So, yeah, I'm getting kind of pissed off with Clarko about that one. I really want to start him, but I just keep thinking about whether or not he'll go forward or not. I really hope not. But, yeah, overall, a great pick. And, yeah, hopefully with Patton coming in the side, if he can get his body right and play regular games, we should see Sicily keep his role. So, yeah, not really against that pick at all. So, yeah, that's just going to do it for me in this video. Yeah, just on the leagues, upload a couple of leagues the other night. I was actually really surprised with how many people joined them and how quickly they filled up. I'll upload some more very soon, which is, it's just unreal to see how many people are keen to get amongst it, how many people, follow me regularly. It's just unbelievable and, much appreciated. So, plenty more content to come. I'll do a forward video very soon and talk about the controversy of Heaney and Stephen going down. So, there's that to look forward to. But for now, that's all from me. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.